Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some work on the International 986. It's a windy, rainy day today, so it's a good day to do some work in the shop. Hopefully you can hear me over the rain on the metal roof. So we've already replaced the engine oil and the two engine oil filters. I didn't record that. I figured most everyone knows how to replace or change engine oil. But today we're going to replace the coolant filter. It's the black one here in the center of the screen. And then we're going to replace the hydraulic fluid filter, which is right behind that round cover. I should have recorded, but I did not. A couple days ago, we widened the rear tires out. I don't know if you can see, originally they were tucked under the fenders pretty well. So we slid each tire out about 6 inches. Like I said, I should have recorded that. What holds these on, or what clamps these, are those two nuts there on the outside of the rim, then there's 2 on the inside. So there's 4 on each one. And then this had dual hub adapters for dual wheels on here. So what I did is I loosened those hub adapters and set those at the spacing I wanted, and then clamped them back down, and then loosened up the wheels for the tires themselves and slid them out till they touched the hubs, and that gave me the spacing. I've never changed this water filter before, but just looking at it here, there is a valve up here, and then over here to the left of the filter, it's hard to see. Right in here, there's another small valve that should shut off the water flow. So I'll get those closed, and then we'll spin the filter off. I'm sure we'll still lose a little bit, but let's get started. I don't know how old these filters are. The oil filters looked, I guess, a little bit older. This water filter doesn't look that old, but I want to get them all changed and get everything just fresh so I know where I'm starting from. I want to use this tractor to bale third cutting hay, just to kind of test it out. So that's why I wanted to get the engine oil changed, and definitely the hydraulic filter, but I figured I'd do this water filter also while I'm at it. All right, so we didn't really lose any, as long as I don't drop the filter. All right, we got a little bit dripping out there. Our replacement coolant filter, I went with Fleet Guard filters. So the part number for this is WF2071. You can see that on the filter. So let's go ahead and get this new filter installed. All right, I'll get the valves open back up. Wipe up where we had the couple drips. That should be all there is to the coolant filter. All right, it was tough to get a good camera angle for this, but kids are helping me out with it. So that one wasn't very tight. Neither of these are very tight. I believe I saw somewhere that these came with wing nuts from the factory. So I scraped some of the loose dirt off. I'm gonna try and reuse this fluid if I can keep it clean. So. But I already broke the bolts loose. I'm gonna end up changing probably all the transmission or hydraulic fluid this winter, but I just wanted to get I don't know how old this filter is, so I just wanted to get a filter in it before I use it, just to make sure everything's good. right, we missed the bucket a little bit, not too bad. See the new filter here on the left beside the old filter. New one again is a Fleet Guard. Fleet Guard part number is HF6054, and then the one that came out is a Case filter, Case International. I will probably be, not today, but before I publish this video, I think I am going to cut the old filter open, just take a look at what's in there. Like I said, I don't know how old it is. That's the opening for the filter. You can see it's not big, it's just basically big enough for the filter itself, so you don't lose much oil. In my bucket here is probably 2 inches deep, so I don't know, maybe a gallon at the most. There's an O-ring here that seals this. It seals the cover. Try and get that cleaned up. I'm gonna inspect it. I did not get, I think some filters come with a new O-ring, mine did not. So let's get this cleaned up and make sure it's in good shape. If it's not, we'll have to hold off putting this back together, but we'll take a look at it here. It looks good. I don't see any, there's no nicks or cuts or anything in it. We'll slide the new filter in here, and you can feel it slides on the round mounting hole on the other side, and this screen presses into this side. I did go ahead and there was just a couple pieces of dirt or whatever on this one, so I went and cleaned those up. That screen snaps in there, and I should have went ahead and wiped off my cover, but I did not, so give me 1 minute to wipe the cover off and then we'll get back to it. Okay, I got the inside of the cover wiped out pretty good. The outside's so oily, but we'll get that. So we'll slide this back on and just gently tap it on over that O-ring so without cutting it. Okay, we'll get our bolts put back in here. It does compress that. There's a spring on that metal cap or metal screen that went in, so I just turn each bolt a little bit at a time. They're starting to bottom out. And these don't have to be very tight. I think I said at the beginning of the video, I believe from the factory, these came with wing nuts. So just snug them up. All right, we got the hood pulled off the left side of the tractor. When we changed the engine oil and filters, we went ahead too and pulled the air filter out and blew it out. That's what you can see right up here. It's the engine air filter. It was a little dusty, but didn't seem terrible. I've not replaced that yet. I'll probably, the one that was in there cleaned up pretty well, so that's probably something else I'll do this winter when I change the hydraulic fluid. Let's put a new air filter in, but same thing with fuel filters. We're gonna do those. You can see those there in the bottom right. Filters are on there look pretty new, so we'll go ahead and change those this winter also. So we're one step closer to getting this thing ready for baling hay. And part of the reason I want to bale hay with it is, in addition to just wanting to use it, I want to run it for a while, put a little bit of a load on. I know the small square baler is not much of a load, but I want to run it for a while and just see if there's any issues that come up. That way, my plan this winter is to try and take care of either any issues we find or issues that we already know about. There's a little slop in the shift linkage this winter we're going to take care of. So just want to find anything else we can. I want to get some use on it this summer, find any issues that need taken care of. This video is already getting kind of long, so I will cut open the hydraulic filter, the old one, in another video. I'll just do a real short video on that, just so this one's not overly too long. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like, the subscribe button. There'll be quite a few more videos here with the International coming up. Any of the maintenance we do this winter, we're going to record, we'll post, and then we'll have a video definitely here in a few weeks when it's time for third cutting of using it to Bale. So any questions, leave a comment below and I'll answer those, and we'll see you on the next one.